Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about Venus in the birth chart. Venus is the planet of love. Whatever zodiac sign you have Venus in, this is going to tell us what kind of lover you are, how you give love to other people, and also how you perceive love. So what you want and what you need in order to feel fulfilled in love. And I figured this would be a fun video to make since Venus is now done with her retrograde. It's like she's on her period. So we're gonna go through all 12 signs, and if you do not know what your Venus sign is, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box for a birth chart calculator, so you can go calculate your birth chart, figure out your Venus sign. There will be timestamps down below, so you can skip right ahead to yours, but of course, make sure that you watch the Venus sign for your love interest, your romantic partner, so that way you can get a clearer picture on the type of lover that they are. And I also just want to say thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. I hit 75 subscribers today, so this is fame. I'm just so excited. Like, I can't believe 75 people care to like listen to me talk. And I can't wait to get to 100. We need to like have a party or do something. I don't know. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm so glad that you guys like it. And please leave me a comment or DM me on Instagram with your video requests if there's anything you want to see, any videos you want me to make, questions you want answered about astrology, numerology, spirituality, anything. Please let me know, because I want to know what you guys want to know about. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for subscribing, and let's get started. All right, so starting off with Aries. Aries and Venus, we're starting off with a bang here. Aries being a fire sign, this is a super passionate Venus placement. Very passionate, very blunt, and something that is kind of unique about Aries Venus is that these people really kind of, they like the chase. They like to kind of work for it. If an Aries Venus likes you, you're gonna know about it, they're gonna hunt you down, they're gonna come after you, and they're gonna be very blunt and outspoken about their feelings for you. If you are in a relationship with an Aries Venus, you may notice that this person is like a bit competitive. They might like to compete with you in a very playful way. Aries Venus is pretty notorious for pursuing you. This is a really fiery energy. This is also a really exciting lover. So these people are definitely really fun to be in relationships with. They can be a bit aggressive. Aries energy can be a bit aggressive. So if you're somebody that's like a little more timid in love, or if you do not really like intense romance, you may be a little scared off by Aries Venus, but these people are not afraid to work for it. Like, they will work for your love. They will, like I said, hunt you down, and they will put in the work to get you to like give them a chance. Aries is also a sign that does like their own independence. So it's kind of like a weird thing. Like, they'll hunt you down and maybe be like a little bit possessive of you, but at the same time, they do want their own independence. These people really like to kind of do their own thing. This is a Venus sign that I feel like it kind of takes a strong person to be with. Like, you kind of have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. And they are also, maybe it's not even possessive is the right word, they're kind of dominant. And this is kind of typical for any fire sign. So Aries and Venus is definitely an intense, passionate, romantic partner, and these people really like the same thing back. So that's kind of where that competitiveness comes in with an Aries Venus, because they will get like excited and like kind of turned on by somebody that is chasing them down, and kind of like that fight for dominance is kind of like sexy to an Aries, and they're definitely attracted to people who are very blunt, are very passionate, but like I said, have their own sense of independence and their own identity. But Aries is also an energy that, you know, they have a lot of love to give. They have a lot of intense love to give. So if an Aries Venus likes you and commits to you, you can definitely expect this to be a passionate, very loyal, very loving, and very intense type of relationship. Taurus in Venus. This is a good Venus placement. I like Taurus in Venus, and Venus likes being in Taurus because Venus is ruled by Taurus as well as Libra. Taurus in Venus is a very grounded love. These people want stability. They want stability, they want comfort. These people want emotional stability. They also want financial stability. So a Taurus Venus is definitely very likely to kind of go for a relationship that provides them with that financial stability. And that is because Taurus, being an earth sign, they are very grounded. They do look for longevity. They are very much about the home. And the thing with Taurus and Venus, these people invest their time. They will invest their time in you. They will invest their money in you. They will invest their energy into you. So Taurus wants to see like the return on their investment. So these people really go for relationships where they provide and then they're also receiving a lot in return as well. A Taurus and Venus will really like to build with you. They will like to build a home. Somebody with Venus and Taurus will like kind of, like I said, there's this financial aspect. So they will kind of, you know, like be attracted to somebody that can kind of like provide more. So that way the two of you can get like your dream home and a really nice home to raise a family in. So these people really are all about security and comfort. The other thing with Taurus being an earth sign, they are kind of like the water sign of the earth signs, if that makes sense. So Taurus is definitely, out of all the earth signs, they are the most emotional. Taurus and Venus is somebody who will buy you gifts. They will cook for you. They will nurture you. They want to provide for you in a very comfy and cozy and homey type of way. This is someone who is committed. They are, like I said, longevity. They're thinking long-term, wifey, husband material type of vibe. Gemini. Okay, so Gemini and Venus, this is an interesting one. And actually right now, Venus is in Gemini. We had this retrograde with Venus in Gemini. So Gemini is an air sign. Any air sign is kind of known for being a bit more emotionally detached. So when we mix that with Venus, which is the planet of love, we get kind of an interesting combination here. So Gemini is all about intellectual connections. These people really like to be stimulated on an intellectual way. So Gemini loves to talk and have really good conversation. So a Gemini Venus, this is somebody who doesn't really fall for like the emotional side of a person. They like people who have a very strong intelligence, somebody that they can have a really good intellectual type of conversation with, and they won't be interested in somebody that cannot provide that. So Gemini and Venus tends to like people who are, you know, smart. This is also a sign that is not quite ready to like jump in and commit. They're not really just like off the bat looking for like a monogamous relationship. Gemini and Venus, they tend to date around a lot because they just like that stimulating conversation. So they will kind of get to know people, and when somebody kind of matches them on an intellectual level, that's when a Gemini Venus will fall for somebody. So if you, and this kind of goes for Gemini in general, like if your sun is in Gemini, moon in Gemini, definitely Venus in Gemini. If a Gemini is calling you on the phone a lot, if a Gemini is talking to you a lot, that's a pretty telltale sign that they like you. And you should take it as a compliment because Gemini is very intellectual, they're very smart, and they do have just kind of like an evolved way of speaking. So they don't like to have boring conversations. So definitely if a Gemini likes to talk to you, they like you. This placement values ideas, and it's just so much about communication and that intellectual compatibility, and that's really what a Gemini and Venus finds sexy and attractive. They also love humor. So Gemini and Venus, they will tease you, they will be very sarcastic, and again, telltale signs that they like you. And they like that back. They like to banter, they like to be like very witty, and somebody who can just keep up with them on that like witty, sarcastic, like quick-witted type of energy. This is also a very fun placement. Gemini is a super fun energy. They're very quirky. unique in their own way. They have a lot of ideas, and they're just such great talkers. You can sit and talk to these people for hours. So they're definitely a lot of fun to be around. This is a placement that will definitely keep your mind stimulated when you are in a relationship with them. But don't bank on a Gemini Venus like pouring out their deepest, darkest emotions to you, because you just don't really get that with very many air signs, a little bit with Libra, but air signs do tend to be a bit more detached on an emotional level. So Cancer and Venus. If you are lucky enough to find one of these people, like, marry them tomorrow. This is such a beautiful placement. These people, number one, you know, they are all about emotional bonds. They want to bond very deeply, but when they bond with somebody very deeply, and you know, Cancer, the crab, they do have a little bit of a shell up. They're not naive to just let anybody in. That's a little more Pisces. But a Cancer Venus, this person will maybe have a little bit of a wall up at first, but when you get to know them, and the key is to gaining their trust, when you gain the trust of a Cancer Venus, these people will nurture you and love you and care for you and take care of you and be loyal to you till the end. They love to nurture people. And what is most important and needed for a Cancer Venus is emotional safety and emotional comfort and stability. So they are definitely looking for a relationship where there's a lot of stability and where they feel like they are safe to be themselves, safe to love, safe to open up and be very deep with you. They're not going to feel comfortable in a relationship that is like unstable, or they aren't certain that their partner is like 100% in with them and in it for the long haul. But this is a very pure placement. You get pure love from a Cancer Venus. They are very sensitive, very gentle, and they really just want to feel like they are just emotionally supportive. These people really seek like a deep connection. They want a deep emotional bond. And if they are not getting that in return from their partner, they are going to feel insecure and unsupported and like they aren't being loved. These people definitely tend to be hopeless romantics, but again, they aren't naive. They really wait to see that they can trust somebody and that somebody is going to take good care of them and nurture their heart, and then they will let their guard down. But once you have cracked into the crab's shell, you get the most loyal and amazing and pure love like of all time. Cancer is also all about the home and motherhood. They make amazing parents. They make an amazing home. They will really like make you feel so comfortable, and just being around them makes you feel at home. All right, so Venus in Leo. I am laughing because I have Venus in Leo. And this is also, and I'm not just saying this because I'm biased, this is definitely an intense and interesting placement. Leo being a fire sign, out of all the fire signs, and pretty much out of the whole zodiac, there is not a single sign that loves attention and admiration more than Leo. So if you have Venus in Leo, these people need attention. They want you to be devoted to them. They want you to brag about them, scream it from the rooftops. They need validation. They want you to just like love the shit out of them. Now, with that though, Venus in Leo gives that right back to their partner. So this is a very like idealistic type of love and a very kind of exaggerated type of love. Leo Venus is also a hopeless romantic. So these people will shout from the rooftops that they are dating you. They will like almost kind of smother you with love. They will give you a lot of compliments. They want a lot of compliments. They will really like admire you and be devoted to you, and that is what they want and need in return. Incredibly generous with their affection, and Leo is of course a sign that is known for their huge loyal hearts, so this is a very loyal sign. This is definitely that intense, playful, passionate energy that you get with any fire sign. Like I said, Leo's all about attention. So Leo Venus placements, they want to be the center of your universe, like in a healthy way. And in return, they will make you the center of their universe, but they really want you to be like a team. This is very like power couple vibes, but they are very romantic. And like I said, they will brag about you. They will kind of like put their partner on a pedestal, and they really want that devotion and that admiration and attention in return. They kind of love love. They love being in love. And they can definitely kind of like fall hard, but they have really intense real feelings. Like when they're in love, they are in love. Okay, so Virgo and Venus, I have grown to love this placement. So Virgo is an earth sign, and they are incredibly practical. But one of the things about Virgo is that this is a sign that absolutely loves to be of service to other people in a very practical way. These people love to help their partner. They love to help with really practical things. So this is somebody who will like help you get your life together, help you like, you know, they'll like, I don't know, like clean your room, or, you know, to help you organize something. If you are like making a big purchase, they will jump right in and like start researching and finding the best options. They will take out the garbage. These people will do acts of service for you in a way where it's like they're making your life easier. They really want to add value to your life. They just want to help you. They really want their partners to grow. These people want to be productive with their partner. These people do also really value a mental bond. They really want someone who is smart. So the thing too with Virgo and Venus is that Virgo is without a doubt like the pickiest sign of the zodiac. And they're very critical. So even if it's not like to your face, they are like criticizing you in their head for sure. If somebody with this placement likes you, loves you, gets into a relationship with you, take that as a compliment, because they are so picky. And these are the type of people that will like have a list of like certain boxes that somebody needs to check in order for them to even like consider dating you. So if you have caught the attention of a Virgo Venus, good job, because these people are super picky. These people also really value like a level of predictability. They want something stable. They're an earth sign, so they want something stable, something that is reliable. They want a relationship that they kind of know what they're getting. That doesn't mean that they're boring, but they want something that is stable, that isn't like hot and cold and all over the place. They really value like building a foundation and having a stable person to come back to. But like I said, this placement is really all about practicality and being of service to others in a practical way. This can be a placement that is a bit emotionally distant, or just not really as comfortable expressing their emotions right off the bat. But the way that they show love is by doing these acts of service. So if you are in a relationship with one of these people, if you're not getting that like emotional vulnerability and intensity from them that you want, but they are like doing everything for you and trying to make your life easier, that is kind of their love language, and that is how you know that this person really cares about you and loves you. All right, so Libra and Venus, this is a sign that Venus loves to be in. Venus is ruled by Taurus and Libra. So Libra is, of course, all about harmony, fairness, and balance. So this is actually a really great Venus placement, because somebody with Venus and Libra, they are an incredibly fair lover. They give a lot, they want a lot back, but they're so fair, and they're all about balance and all about harmony. So they will really do whatever it takes to make the relationship harmonious. This is another one of those signs that they're not gonna want something that's unstable and unpredictable. Libra is also a very playful sign. Libra is very, very flirty, especially when we're talking about Venus. So these people will be very flirtatious, very playful with you. They want that type of energy back, but they really value give and take. So they want to be an equal with their partner. They don't see themselves as any better. They really treat their partner equally and super fairly. Libra is an energy, no matter where it is in the chart, Libra is an energy that thrives in partnerships. So this is like in all aspects of life. Libras tend to be their best selves when they are working within a partnership. That is really when they kind of like shine and thrive, is when they are working with somebody. So Libra and Venus, this is a really great placement because this person, like I said, they're gonna be a team. This is, more power couple type of vibes. Now, Libra also is all about beauty. So Libra will definitely try and impress you, and these people will definitely value beauty and looks. So if a Libra Venus finds you attractive, take that as a compliment because they really value beauty and that's something that's very important to them. This is like the type of person who will look at somebody and think like, oh, we would look really good together. They definitely value good looks, and they also probably take pretty good care of the way that they look. A Libra Venus is somebody who's probably pretty attractive. Libra and Venus, this is also a pretty romantic placement. Again, they are very flirty and playful, very romantic. This is another one of those kind of idealistic type of vibes. This is kind of like that, like, romantic comedy type of love. And these placements, they really do not like dysfunction. Obviously, they love balance and harmony, but they will kind of get very uncomfortable or like run at the sight of dysfunction because that just like really doesn't work for Libra. But what's so great about that is you're always going to be treated so fairly by a Libra Venus. So Scorpio Venus, as always with like everything relating to Scorpio, this is a very sexy placement. So there's something incredibly magnetic about Venus Scorpio people. If you have this placement, there are probably a lot of people who like you and people who try and chase you down and want to date you. As always, this placement is all about intensity, depth. They like want to know your soul, okay? They like are gonna collect souls. They really do want a very soulful love. This is Scorpio energy in general. These people are all about intensity and depth. Very deep emotions. They want to know every like deep, dark secret of your life. And this is also a very sexual placement. So if you have Venus in Scorpio, you are probably somebody that really expresses your love and your emotions, in the bedroom very well. This is a very intimate placement. This is a really deep, intense love. You won't experience anything else like Venus in Scorpio. And another thing too, and this is notorious for all Scorpio placements in general, they really, Scorpio can have a hard time trusting. So one of the things that Scorpio does in order to figure out if they can trust somebody and if somebody's worth their time is they will kind of test you. So they will like specifically and strategically like do and say little things to like see how you react, and then that's how they like gauge whether or not they're going to give you the time of day. There's kind of like an element of like secretiveness with this placement. You may kind of feel like they're, just mysterious. You can't quite figure them out, but you will get such like a magnetic, intense vibe and energy from these people. The other thing too is that Scorpio Venus, if you screw this person over, prepare to get cut off and never spoken to ever again. This is, again, classic Scorpio behavior, but especially when it comes to the Venus placement. When it comes to love, if you screw this person over, if you lie to this person, if you cheat on this person, because they will be incredibly loyal once you have like gained their love. If you screw this person over, they will cut you off and cut you out of their life, and it will literally be as if this person doesn't even know that you exist. But overall, this is a very intense, magnetic, sexy, soulful type of energy. And like I said, this is somebody who has a lot of people after them because it is a very sexy and magnetic type of energy. Venus in Sagittarius. So here we are with another fire sign, but Sagittarius is an incredibly independent and freedom-loving sign. So the number one thing that you need to know about this placement is that if you are interested in somebody with their Venus in Sagittarius, do not get offended when this person does not jump to date you right away, doesn't want to spend every second with you, really wants space and wants to do their own thing. They value their own personal freedom, and they will not be with somebody that doesn't allow them to do that. They do not like clingy, and they do not like being like chained down or told what they can or can't do. Sagittarius is an incredibly spontaneous energy. These people love to travel, love to be spontaneous, love to just do their own thing. But it's a really fun energy. So a Sagittarius Venus placement, this person will really want to have fun with you. Like they will become like your best friend before they turn it into like a relationship. And they are gonna want somebody that can stand on their own 2 feet, do their own thing, have their own identity, live their own life, don't need their hand to be held every second, because that is really what Sagittarius values, and that is what they're gonna find sexy and attractive in another person. So if you are kind of like, yeah, whatever, I'm doing my own thing, that's gonna make a Sagittarius Venus really like you and want to like work for it and want to be with you. Now, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is a planet that is all about learning and expansion. So when a Sagittarius Venus person does want to be with you and settle down with you, they're definitely going to want to expand with you. They're going to want someone who's intelligent, who wants to learn, who they can learn from. The two of you together, learning together, traveling together, being spontaneous, having a lot of fun, talking about philosophy. Sagittarius is very much about philosophy and even like religion and faith, ideas and new fun experiences. So they're going to want somebody that is like creative and open-minded and spontaneous and willing to just like, let's just get on a plane and go to Vegas type of vibe. This is also another placement that is not going to jump into monogamy. They may date around. They don't really like to be tied down. So again, if a Sagittarius Venus wants to date you, take it as a compliment, because you are the lucky chosen one. But definitely, if you're in a relationship with this person, it's gonna be very fun, very exciting. You're gonna do a lot of fun things, a lot of like active things, like going bungee jumping and just traveling and going like surfing. I don't know. They're definitely a very fun and spontaneous sign that really likes to just like enjoy life. Okay, so Capricorn and Venus. So this is another earth sign here. Capricorn Venus is very, very grounded. So these people are looking for a very stable and a very comfortable relationship. They're all about stability, emotional stability, financial stability. Capricorn is all about money. These people are all about financial security and stability. So with this placement, this is the type of lover who wants to build with you, who wants to build a family and a home with you. This is another one of those placements where they're gonna be attracted to somebody that can kind of like provide financially. Even though Capricorn likes to be the provider, they also like want that in return. So somebody that they can build with, somebody that like, again, put their finances together, buy a really nice house. They're gonna find somebody who is very financially successful and stable as being very attractive. But this is without a doubt like the most traditional placement when it comes to love. So these people are thinking long-term, they want marriage, they want a very traditional type of relationship. They are not going around dating a bunch of people, definitely looking for a monogamous relationship. Capricorn tends to care quite a bit about their social status. They like to be presented well. They like to be somebody that is seen as very stable and kind of, you know, like powerful in a way. So these people will, you know, care about someone else's social status and, you know, their profession and the type of money that they bring in. At the same time, Capricorn does have very deep feelings. This is a very, very loyal and loving sign. And like I said, these people are all about tradition and family. They want to build a family with you. They want to build a home with you. They will be loyal till the end, and you will get the emotional support that you need from a Capricorn Venus. They do tend to come off as a bit more cold and aloof and emotionally distant, but they really do value like intense bonds and family. They will provide for you. That is their love language. They want to provide for you. They want to give you a good life. They want to give you a stable home to come home to. And they really care a lot about emotional and, most importantly, financial security. Okay, so Aquarius and Venus. This is an interesting placement because this is probably, this is going to be like the most unique type of relationship. This is a very unique placement. So first things first with Aquarius, as with our other air signs, Aquarius probably being the most, they do tend to be awfully detached emotionally. So you are not going to get that super emotional vulnerability from Aqua Venus, okay? You're just not. Similar to Gemini, they're all about that mental stimulation, that intellectual conversation. They want to talk about ideas, and they really want to be able to have a really good conversation with somebody. So this is somebody that really is going to value the friendship in the relationship. This is not going to be the person that is like cliche and is buying you chocolates and teddy bears and roses. This person will want to just do like very unique and different things, like maybe you know, like trying out like a really unusual restaurant or something, like where there's like really unusual food, or going to like an art exhibit or like a science museum or something. That's kind of more an Aqua Venus's vibe. But they do really want, again, that mental bond that's really important to them. Aquarius is a very smarty pants sign. These people are really intelligent, kind of like on a level that a lot of us will never be on. They are like aliens or something. They're very smart. If you cannot keep up with them on that intellectual level, they're not going to be interested. So this is another one of those situations where if an Aquarius Venus is talking to you a lot, wants to talk to you a lot, take that as a major compliment and a major sign that they like you. They want somebody that is unique. They want to talk about ideas. They want to talk about like ways to change the world. This is somebody who is like very into like the environment and kind of like saving the planet. So you're going to get a really like unique and kind of like new age type of relationship with this placement. They're not going to be traditional. So this is somebody who maybe is like definitely not going to want to do like the get married in a church type of thing. Like they're going to want some really like new age, unique, out of the box, like bizarre type of like wedding if they get married. You know, they might not even care to get married. That's kind of the vibe of a Aquarius Venus. They just really want someone that they can build ideas with and have that deep intellectual stimulation with. They will get like freaked out if somebody is a little bit too clingy. They definitely need their space. They need to retreat. They're not gonna just like openly express their deepest, darkest emotions. You're just not gonna get that with this placement. So again, that's like, don't be offended if Venus Aquarius needs to like retreat and have their own time and do their own thing. That's just the way that they kind of like recharge and like fill their own cup back up. They will get like really turned off by somebody who is just like clingy and wants to like spend every second with them. This person will make you see the world in a different way, intellectual, like friendship type of romance. And lastly, we have Venus in Pisces. First of all, bless your hearts, okay? This is without a doubt the most compassionate lover of all time. Now, one of the things with these beautiful souls is that they pretty much live with rose-colored glasses on. These people are so prone to getting hurt. They wear their heart on their sleeves, and this is the type of placement where they have like one conversation with somebody, and in their mind, they have like visualized the wedding and moving in and the kids. They get a little ahead of themselves. They are such hopeless romantics. But this is definitely a placement that can be a little bit naive, and their emotions are so intense and they wear them on their sleeves, and there's such incredible, deep lovers that they can really end up kind of scaring potential suitors away. But the thing with this placement, these people want and value and need a very soulful, almost like spiritual and intuitive bond with somebody. They really want somebody where it's like, we are one, you know what I mean? But with that, they are the most compassionate lovers of all time. They will give you their all. They will give you their last $5, the shirt off their back. Pisces Venus is so insanely romantic, loyal, compassionate, loving, sentimental, very sensitive. These people are just such hopeless romantics. They will take amazing care of you and they will love you till the end. This is just a very dreamy type of placement. They kind of will maybe seem like they're living in the clouds. They kind of find themselves, it's like every relationship is like this whirlwind romance out of a movie. That's really kind of how they see love, and that is the love that these people want back. They want someone to be 100% all about them, somebody who is just like mesmerized by them, somebody who wants that really soulful, like I said, spiritual connection. Yeah, they kind of want their relationship to be just like their own little fairy tale world that nobody else is a part of. These people are fantastic lovers, but they definitely can get their feelings hurt really easily. They can get ahead of themselves really easily, and it's like any person that they talk to is like suddenly gonna be their new future husband or whatever. So they really need somebody that has that emotional depth that they naturally, instinctively have. They do not know how to love any other way, and I appreciate that so much about these people. But they really need somebody that does have a very deep, soulful, you know, type of love to give. This is also a placement that is going to know their partner on an intuitive, like psychic level so well. They will be able to read you, they will know your moods, they will know exactly what you need at any moment. They will like intuitively, even if you are like in another country, they will just be able to know exactly what it is that you need at any given moment, and they will nurture you and take care of you. They can get like, just like kind of depressed or like down in the dumps really easily if, you know, like maybe somebody isn't texting them back or somebody like ghosted them. That can really take a toll on people with this placement because they are so sensitive and they have so much love to give, and they're so willing to just like wear their heart on their sleeve. So this is a really sweet placement, but these people definitely need someone that is like very gentle with their emotions and is as into them as they are into them. They need it back, if what I just said makes sense. All right, you guys, so that wraps it up for this video. I hope that you guys found this insightful or learned something about yourself or your lover. And let me know what your Venus placement is down in the comments. I mentioned when I was talking about this sign, but I have Venus in Leo. So let me know if you have that placement as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much again to my new subscribers. Share this video with anybody that you think would find it interesting or fun or insightful. I will see you in the next video.